What's going on, everybody? So I'm not sure if you guys have heard about the whole thing with the five Ram players that held up their hands this Sunday before the game in protest to the outcome of the Ferguson grand jury, showing that the police officer that shot Mike Brown was not in any violation of any type of rules. The five NFL St. Louis Ram players will not be fined by the NFL, despite a very harsh letter written by the Police Association of St. Louis. This is the problem that I'm having with this whole thing. When it comes to Ferguson, I think people are missing the point. And for the most part, as an African-American Negro, I think it's a lot of African-American Negroes that are actually missing the point. It's not about the fact of Mike Brown being gunned down and killed for whatever it is that he did. It's the fact that the man shot so many times so that there's no excuse for any other means of whatever else he was trying to do. See, that's what should be, even if he held, like, they're saying that the St. Louis police are saying that Mike Brown never held his hands up. Some people that were present there said he did hold his hands up. It doesn't matter whichever way it went. The bottom line is that the penalty of any crime for any individual? That should be the bigger issue. That's what I'm looking at right now. We can't just say, all right, you know what? He was black. He got killed. He got shot, whatever, how many times the guy unloaded, things like that. We have to attack it for a specific reason. Is this justifiable for any crime? That's what I'm asking, because you have people that go and do a lot worse than whatever Mike Brown did, even though I have a problem with, him pushing that old guy, because I don't really like when younger dudes, bully older people. I have a lot of love for my elderly people. They serve a purpose. Some of them don't, but, a lot of them do. And regardless of what purpose they serve, you should never do that to an older or elderly person. It doesn't matter, bro. There's no excuse for it. You're a lot more youthful, stronger. There's no need to abuse the elderly. That's completely unacceptable. And those type of people, especially like in New York, there's a lot of people that's been doing it for years now, in the Bronx, Brooklyn, shit like that. You're running up on old people, punching them in the face. Like, those kids, man, like, I don't even want to talk about what I think should happen to those kids or the adults that do that. It's just, it's disgusting. But the bigger issue is that proper punishment? You see, when they tried this officer for him to be charged with the Mike Brown shooting, it's sort of like the same thing with the OJ case when OJ got off. I don't think they're looking for the right thing. They're not going after the right type of charge. Because if you logically think about it, he was gunned down and a lot of extra bullets were used at the scene. Looking at the autopsy, this man was being shot all over the place. So nothing that this officer said correlated to the story. So the bottom line is this what happens? Is this the outcome for an African-American Negro if there's any counteraction with the police? Because I'm going to tell you from experience, I got some white friends that are about that life. And I don't drive in the car with them no more because I'm going to get shot. Because, listen, no matter what I was ever involved in, listen, the streets and everything that I've been through and all the respect that I've gained, I've been very, very good with police because I was schooled by OGs that had common sense. I didn't run around screaming, fuck the police and all that shit like that, because that brought attention to me and the things that me and my friends were allegedly involved in. So we were a different type of breed. We were smarter. You know what I'm saying? I had people to make me understand, like, I was already logical and always gave my point of view, but when there's other people that are also logical, it helps you to think more clearly. So, me saying that, I've been in a car with white friends, and we've been stopped on the parkway, and these motherfuckers don't care. Their hands is wheeling everywhere. I don't know why you pulled me over. I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, yo, bro, you signaled. I mean, you didn't signal when you changed lanes. I'm trying to be logical. The cop's staring at me like he want to pull his gun on me, though. So I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, it don't even matter what this white dude's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is going ham. But the cop is looking at me like, You got him hostage or something, nigger? Like, I don't know why he's looking at me. But all I'm saying is that I've never seen that from, or that type of behavior allowed by any African-American friend that I have. And I have very, very highly intelligent African-American friends, and I also have very ignorant ones. I've never, with the whole spectrum, seen that shit. Even from my Spanish friends. Never. Ever. Indian? Nope. Caucasians? No. Them motherfuckers will let you know about yourself, and they're in the wrong. It's like they know that they can do whatever they want to the police. Like on some real shit. Because I don't understand, honestly, what I still to this day do not understand what the fuck was going on. I really just don't. Looking at all the evidence, looking at Mike Brown's body being there on the ground and shit like that, I don't understand why he would fire so many shots. So, with the grand jury not finding him guilty of anything, it doesn't seem as if the right charges were pursued. Now, it could be a whole type of hoax and all kind of shit like that they were doing to make it so that it comes out that way, because that's another article I read, is that the prosecutor wanted to make sure that the officer was exonerated. And I understand, listen, police officers have a very tough job. And I'm not saying, you know, I would never say fuck the police. I can't do that. I got police officers that are friends. I can never say that. They have a very tough job. Do a lot of them abuse their power? Absolutely. But those are the ones that we should be attacking. Not the whole fucking force. So when they put their hands up, you got to remember, St. Louis Rams players, those are the officers that protect you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that you want to protest, and I understand the cause is huge. Like Benjamin Watson, the tight end of the Saints, he had a Facebook thing where, you know, he just spoke about it honestly, about the Ferguson situation. And it was a very, very nice thing, what that he had to say. It wasn't anything crazy and biased, just being a logical thinker. And that's it. But you got to remember, you can't shit where you eat, bro. And I understand you want to protest, you want to do all that shit like that. But remember, that's your police force, Rams players. That's your fucking police force. So now, if somebody is not where they should be, allegedly, and something happens, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you gotta be careful about how you do it, and you gotta do it in a reasonable manner. Because, to be honest with you, that pregame show, a lot of us didn't see it. And it wouldn't have been as relevant if the police organization didn't demand an apology, because everybody would have just overlooked it. You got to remember, the world is pretty much split on this whole Mike Brown thing. The officer that shot Mike Brown is already a millionaire. He got $500,000 to do an interview on Dateline. He got another $500,000 raised by, you know, other supremacist groups that wanted him to, you know, beat his case. That's why he was able to resign with no problem. He was only working on the force for 3 years. So I ask you, how do you feel about the Mike Brown situation? Do you think that he was completely innocent? Do you think, like I think, that if you fire a couple shots, okay, but it was excessive force used, and that's what he should have been tried for? Not the fact of, you know, the whole self-defense or whatever like that, because you can make anybody out to say that you're fighting for your life. But it's just the excessive use of force. You guys let me know what you think about it. And as far as the Rams players go, I don't know if it was worth it, because those are your police in your town. One love.